Um, yeah, just a vlog after the first round. Very, very poor round for me. I feel physically flat. Maybe alcohol lately has just made me, it seems to drain me of that kind of feel physically flat and depressed. Very tough start. Two blacks in the first two games. But it just wasn't good enough today. Played Sicilian, dangerous opening. My opponent played a line where wasn't sure what to play at one point, whether I should go put the knight back on f6. I had analysed this recently, but not that deeply. This line with bishop e3 and knight g4. And didn't quite play the right moves, I think, because at some point he's sort of threatening to play maybe e5. At that moment, I went e5 myself. I think that was a mistake. In fact, as soon as I played it, I started to realise he could maybe just go knight d5 immediately. But he played his bishop back, and then I'm not even threatening to take on f4. So it's kind of a lifeless game after that. I just get a horrible position when his knight goes to d5. I've got no counterplay. And it's a tricky opening to play for black. That whole so's in. So that was a poor game. So I'm not sure what to do now. I don't really want to prepare for my next game. I don't want to look at the first round game. I think I will retire soon because I know I say that all the time, but I genuinely believe that I don't enjoy it anymore. I don't enjoy playing. I don't enjoy competing with people who are 30 years younger than me, 20 years younger than me. It's got no appeal and it just depresses me. And 2 games a day is a nightmare as well. I'd rather this just be I don't want to play another game after that disaster. It's the last thing I want to do. Just want to forget about chess for today, but now I've got to go out and then play black against a GM. So in general, it's just a total disaster. But funny enough, I was thinking actually before the round, it's the first time I played as a GM in a all play all tournament. Where people are trying to get GM norms. So normally I played as a GM in opens like the British Championships and Hastings. But I don't think I've ever played as a GM. I'm not even sure I played as an IM in those sort of tournaments. I don't think I've ever. Because generally speaking, they will invite foreign players. So, for example, someone like Matthew Turner, because he represents Scotland, will get a lot of invites within England, Chernayev, people like that. But I don't ever recall, which is weird actually, that I've never played, and I think for good reason, because it doesn't really suit my temperament. I prefer like opens where you got something to strive for, some prize money. Overall, the tour's well run. It's in a nice venue. There was a key bomb on board, which I didn't quite understand why there was a key. But yeah, there was a guy as well, very autistic player, kept making noise right next to our two boards that were sat next to each other. I mean, there seems to be lots of autistic people in chess, fair enough. But if you're kind of distracting people, then I don't have anything against autistic people, but well, I do actually. No, I'm only kidding. I don't want to be like autistic hate or whatever, but there are an awful lot of autistic people who play chess or on the spectrum. I'm probably on the spectrum myself. So that wasn't helpful particularly, but I wouldn't blame that. I wouldn't blame basically my opponent outplayed me, but it was just maybe that e5 move was possibly a big mistake. I don't want to analyse the game because it just depresses me. He did ask for if I wanted a post mortem, but I said I declined. It's just such a bad game, and I felt depressed anyway, so I didn't want to carry it. I just wanted to get out of there, get some food, and go back to the hotel, and wallow in my misery. But yeah, anyway, so that was the round one game. I could be heading for a disastrous tournament, which so this is really a test of my mettle now, I think, because I could be heading for a disastrous tournament where I end up dipping below 2400, or I sort of like put my, sort myself out, pull myself together. That's really how I got to approach it, because the quality of chess at the moment is just not good enough. It's just very, very poor quality. And in classical chess, I'm playing too quickly and I don't know how to slow down. I don't know what to do. I feel completely lost and bereft of confidence. But Anyway, so that is my round one. I'm hoping for more success in the later rounds.